Alright you guys, to make our outfit today, here are the supplies that you're going to need. You'll need some type of a ruler. I used a yardstick and a clear plastic ruler. You're also going to need elastic for your waistband and also for your tube top. I used 1 inch and 1.5 inch. You're also going to need some kind of a marking tool. I used a permanent marker, but you definitely want to use a pencil. Also, you're going to need a rotary cutter, paper, scissors. You'll need some pattern weights to help you cut out your fabric. You'll need sewing pins, a calculator to take your measurements, and also a bodkin or a safety pin. Also need 2 to 3 yards of woven fabric and of course some kind of scrap paper. I just use this banner paper and I'll have all of these products linked in the description bar below. The first measurement is your waist plus 10 inches of ease divided by 2. Then you're going to measure from your waist down to the floor or down to wherever you want your pants to fall. That's going to be your next line all the way down. Then just go ahead and close off your rectangle. This measurement is your crotch measurement. You're going to add 2 inches to that for ease and seam allowance and then divide that number by 2. Whatever that number is, go ahead and make a small marking from the waist down. Next measurement we're going to mark is our crotch depth. So you're going to take your waist and divide that number by 6. Then you're going to make a small marking from the fold of the pants in towards the waist. The pants are a little trickier to draft than the tube top. So if you're having trouble, make sure to visit the link in the description bar below where I'll have a PDF printable chart showing you all the measurements that you need to make your pants. Next, we're going to connect these 2 markings by creating a J shape, just like you see me doing here. Go ahead and cut out your pattern piece and make sure to label it DIY Flowy Pants, and you're going to cut this on the fold 2 times. Next, we're going to work on all of our pieces we need for our tube top. So we're going to make our straps first. Go ahead and just make a long rectangle that is 2 inches wide by 22 inches long. And you're going to cut this out 4 times. Next, you're going to create another rectangle that is your upper bust measurement. And then the length of that is going to be from your upper bust down to your waist plus 10 inches of ease. Now that you have all of your pattern pieces drafted, it's time to cut out your fabric. So you're going to cut 2 of your trousers on the fold, then you're going to cut out 2 of your tube top pieces, and then you'll also need 4 of your straps. Okay, so now we're going to get most of our pinning out of the way. Go ahead and place your tube top with right sides together and pin along the side seams. Next, you're going to place your 2 pants together with right sides together and you're going to pin along the crotch area. I ended up having to cut out 4 pattern pieces, but you of course will not have that inner leg seam. Go ahead and just pin along the entire crotch. Once you have everything pinned, go ahead and sew your tube top with right sides together along both side seams, making sure to remove your pins as you go. Next, we're going to go ahead and work on our straps. Go ahead and fold them with right sides together and you're going to sew along the entire length. Once you have all straps sewn, go ahead and grab your bodkin or a safety pin and turn your straps with right sides facing out. Next, go ahead and sew the crotch seam with right sides together along the entire U shape, making sure to remove your pins as you go. Once you have the crotch seam sewn, go ahead and place your pants with right sides together and you're going to pin along both side seams. Sew both side seams of your pants with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Once you've sewn the side seam of the pants, it's time to fold our waistband into the wrong side so we can insert our elastic. Grab your ironing table and fold the upper edge of the pants to the wrong side by 1 3/4 inch, all the way around. Cut your 1.5 inch elastic, your waist measurement plus 1 inch. Go ahead and sew your waist casing in place by sewing all the way around the pants close to the serged or raw edge of your fabric. Make sure you leave a 1 to 2 inch opening near one of the seams. So before you get to the end point of your stitching, go ahead and leave a 2 inch or 1 inch space. Using your bodkin or your safety pin, go ahead and insert your elastic through your waist casing all the way around. Once you get your elastic out of the other end, go ahead and overlap the elastic ends and sew them in place. Go ahead and evenly adjust the elastic inside of your pants, and then we're going to sew that opening shut. We're going to work on our tube top. Go ahead and fold the fabric 2 inches in on one open edge. Then you're going to sew 1 inch away from the turned in edge. That's going to create the upper ruffle. Next, you're going to sew very close to the raw or serged edge, leaving a 1 inch opening to insert your elastic. Go ahead and cut your elastic your upper bust measurement plus 1 inch. Then insert that into the 1 inch opening along your casing. Once you start inserting the elastic, you can see it starts creating that upper ruffle. Using the same method you did on your pants, go ahead and sew the elastic shut. Adjust the elastic into the fabric and sew the opening closed. Now we're going to finish the bottom of the tube top by folding the fabric into the wrong side by 1 1/4 inch. Go ahead and sew close to the serged or raw edge of the fabric, leaving a 1 inch opening to insert your elastic. Go ahead and repeat the previous steps of inserting your elastic into the casing and sewing the opening closed. We need to attach our strap, so go ahead and measure in from the side seam about 3 inches. Then you're going to place your strap into the wrong side of the fabric and you're going to top stitch the strap in place. Go ahead and repeat this step to the remaining straps. Once you have all straps sewn in place, we're going to finish the raw edge of these straps by tying a knot along the end and then cutting off the excess. Repeat that step to your remaining straps, and the last thing that you need to do is sew the hem of the pants in place by turning into the wrong side 1/2 inch and sewing all the way around. To secure your tube top straps, all you have to do is tie a bow along 2 of the straps on both sides. Once you've completed those steps, you're all done with your DIY top and your DIY pants. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.